Hi, and welcome to Life Skills with Louie. Today we are talking about self-soothing. And if you've not watched the introduction to this section connecting to calm, I encourage you to do so. If you have not watched the introduction to the entire video series, I also encourage that because it offers orientation to all the sets of skills and when to use different skills. So, to talk about self-soothing with the senses. This is a critical skill. I say that a lot. All the skills are critical, but this is a really great one. And it's one that our culture in America is not great at. A term that's used in some therapy circles is your sensory diet. What types of sensations are you feeding your senses? And I think this is a good way to think about sensation. As we go through our days, our attention is drawn here, there, and everywhere by different factors that are trying to pull our attention. And many times we are overloaded with sensation. But if we look at what the quality of the sensations are, they are definitely not positive and many times stressful. Many people will watch a lot of news. They'll watch a lot of shows that are very intense with a lot of quick movements. That captures the attention. It keeps the attention, but it's not soothing to the body. And so we have our five senses, and then I added one movement because movement also is almost its own sensation, using the classic example of rocking, which is incredibly soothing and is a sensation in its own right. So the five senses are sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. And then I'm adding in movement, which I'll talk a little about. To speak a little about each of these, so sight. What are your eyes gazing upon? Are you taking breaks to look at nature or beautiful sights? This could be small. It could be a small little gem that you love to look at. It could be a vast mountain. It could be pictures on your computer. But the actual sights that we look at have a huge effect. And I'd like you to experiment and notice what it feels like to scroll through, social media in the body, and then what it feels like to watch a video of baby animal or something like that. There is so much available. So you could feed your senses for free. A lot of wonderful sites online. YouTube being a great place to find tons of animal and natural sites. So be aware of what you're feeding your sense of vision. Sound. What types of sounds are you experiencing? There's a lot of harsh sounds that happen in life. Do you take time to feed yourself soothing sounds? Music is, of course, the classic way to have wonderful sounds, but also being out in nature can give this incredible mixture of subtle, natural sounds that can feel very soothing to the sense of sound and the body. So please bring more beautiful sounds into your daily practice and improve your sensory diet. Smell. What types of smells are you coming into contact with regularly? Having like an essential oil that you really like that you can just smell, such as lavender, or what type of soap do you use? Is it a nice smell? What sort of smells do you have around you? You might have to spend a little bit of money to get these, but they last for a long time and are so soothing and can really immediately bring on a soothing response in the body. So be aware of this and try it out and experiment and listen to your intuition. When you smell something, does it feel like it's what you need? Keep searching and experimenting. Taste. This is one that, so it's nice if all of these are in balance, just like you eat a diet with food, you have a diet with your sensory diet. Sometimes people go a little much on this, and taste is like the way they soothe themselves. And that could be balanced out by using some of these other ones as well. But taste is a great way to soothe. And It doesn't have to be like a full meal. It can be just a mint that tastes nice or some tea that has a nice taste to it. But it can be very soothing to have um, uh, kind of calming tastes um, that feel soothing to you. And touch, something that in our culture we are very deprived of. Um, there's many ways to have touch. Obviously, if you have friends and a partner that or partners that you can experience touch with, have it as regularly as possible to feel that sense of soothing with calm touch. You can also give yourself massages. You can use things like rollers or rolling balls to gently massage the muscles in areas that feel like they could use that pressure. And even just laying on the ground, feeling the pressure of the ground can be very soothing for some people. There are things like weighted blankets that give you this sense of weight over the body that can, for some people, also feel very soothing. So using that sense of touch. And finally, movement. The key thing with movement I already mentioned, which is rocking. Um, that's something that as a child, if you got to experience that, um, you might remember that it's a beautiful sensation. You can rock even if you don't have a rocking chair, just slightly back and forth or side to side while you're sitting or you're standing. So you can rock yourself. And also just gentle movements, a gentle walk can feel very soothing while you're also experiencing all the other senses if you're out in nature. So this has to be a must. And while distract can be used too much, if you've watched that video, distraction, I don't think self-soothe can be. It can be used in an unbalanced way. So, for example, too much sight, too much taste, maybe too much touch. But um, if you round it out and use a lot of these, I basically encourage more of self-soothing, especially in this culture. We have a lot of work to do to um, honor our physical selves, our bodies, and give the soothing that's needed. Thank you.